who is not only doing a lot in climate change space, but also making our India proud at a global level while she speaks in front of global leaders when it comes to like stages like COP or the United Nations General Assembly or other forums. I think she is absolutely fabulously representing our Indian ethos of what we need to do to promote climate action across the country. And coincidentally, or I should say this is not a coincidence, this is like the universe is on our side. Today we have not only Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, but also today we have another special person's birthday, who's our next speaker. So before I call her up here, I would like to give a huge round of applause for Lishipria turning 1 year older, and I should say 1 year wiser. So happy birthday to Lishipria. And without further ado, I would like to invite Lishipria Kanguja to please share your journey with all the students and elders present here in this house and give them what you have done till date and inspire them. Lishipria, over to you.
A lot of crowd I see. So, Kramjari, Namaskara. Is that how we greet in Odisha? Namaskara?
Namaskar.
Namaskar. I see. Because like when I did some research, they told me about they added A. Ah, yes, that's why. Anyways, Kramjari, Namaste again. Namaskar. I am Rasi Priya Kanguja. I'm 13 years old. I mean, it's my birthday, and I got used to saying, 12 years old. Thank you for the wishes and everything. It's my honor to join you all today in this platform, in this event, Earth Again movement. I am 13. I'm an Indian climate activist and the founder of the Child Movement. I'm also the special envoy for the president of East Timor, Timor-Leste, we can call it, and I'm fighting to save our planet and our future. I'm representing here the voice of the millions of children of the world and the countless and voiceless animals. I was born in Manipur, which is a small, beautiful northeastern state of India bordering Myanmar. It's full of lush green mountains and alluring atmosphere. But I grew up here in Odisha, in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. So I have to say, Odisha, Bhubaneswar is my Janma Bhumi. Is that how we call it? And I said before, I'm an Indian climate activist. I work for the environment, I work for the planet. What struck me to become an activist? It comes all the way, the start from here, from Odisha. In my childhood life, when I was a toddler, I faced Cyclone Titli in 2018 and Cyclone Fani in 2019, which many of you might know here, in Odisha. So, as a child, I witnessed a lot of devastating things, which we already know in reality, in front of our own two eyes. And after facing those cyclones, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't even take my food. And I became a lot of curious. I became really curious about how this is happening. What is happening? Why are these children, these people suffering? Why is this devastation happening? Where are the cyclones coming from? And then I asked my mentors, my teachers, my parents, what I can do to stop this. Then later I moved to Delhi in 2019. And again, I faced the intense heat wave crisis and high air pollution level. So all such environmental issues turned me into a child climate activist. Even right now, can you see climate change? Can you face climate change in reality, yes or no?
Yes.
Can you face climate change here in Odisha? Can you see the difference of past and present today? Global warming is happening. We can face the heat wave with our own selves, in our own eyes. This is what real climate change is. This is what we, the environmentalists, we, the climate activists, the scientists, the experts are talking about. Do you want this to continue? No. They say no. Nobody wants that. So we must take the urgent, immediate climate action now. Otherwise, it would be too late. Our country, India, is facing lots of environmental issues such as floods, droughts, heat waves, cyclones, locusts, forest fire, etc. at the same time. These are all the impact of climate change. In Delhi, where I live, in summers, we face the intense heat wave crisis, and then again in winter, we face the high air pollution level. We, the school children, have to wear our mask every single day. We can't even breathe properly inside our homes. This is what real climate emergency is. Not only India, but millions of children like me is losing their lives, losing their parents and their homes due to climate disasters. So we must act now. Our governments must work together to manage a just transition away from coal, oil and gas, fossil fuels, I must say, because these are the top causes of today's climate crisis. Our governments must include climate education, climate change, as a mandatory subject in every school education curriculum. Because of the request, many states in India have started teaching climate education as a mandatory subject in their school education curriculum. I have an initiative known as Monday for Mother Nature, where children, students, plant trees every week on every Monday. And so far we have planted over 250,000 trees, which is 3.5 lakh trees across Hamara Bharat, across India. Plastic pollution, it's a big crisis, we all know. Many think plastic is a bad product. Yes, it is, but who made it a bad product? Us, the human beings. Plastic is a part of our life. It makes things easier. Isn't that right? Do you agree? Does plastic make our life easier? Does it? When we go shopping, when we buy groceries, we usually use a plastic bag to carry things. So it does make our life easier. Everything, plastic is a part of our life. Most of the things is made up of plastic. But now plastic is a big problem in this world. When I went to the Taj Mahal in Agra, I was shocked to see the plastic pollution, even though it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. I protested there with a banner writing, "Behind the beauty of Taj Mahal is plastic pollution." The picture gone viral in social media. And within 24 hours, within the next day, all the plastic pollution around the Taj Mahal was cleaned the next day. And the authority was fined rupees 1 lakh. Air pollution, I protested. I stayed there for a night in front of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, President House, to enact a new law to curb Delhi's high air pollution level. In 2022, I got detained by the Delhi police because, it's really strict. We can't protest in these areas. But then later, after a few days, President of India himself enacted a new law to curb Delhi's high air pollution level. Climate change. Climate change. It's a big problem. We all say we must solve it. We say we must take urgent, immediate climate action now. Why, you must ask? face climate crisis. And I don't want my future generations to face the same consequences again because of your inaction and empty false promises. Many people talk about freedom, but what is real freedom? Freedom is when you can protect your land and environment. Freedom is when you can protect your children's future, culture, and health. Freedom is when nobody can discriminate you on the basis of caste, creed, color, gender, or any other differences. Freedom is when you can read and write. Freedom is when you're out of hunger. Freedom is when we are all together in this fight. Fight for your freedom. Change means empowerment. Empowerment means independence. And independence means freedom. If you can change yourself, then you can change your family. If you can change your family, then you can change your neighborhood. If you can change your neighborhood, then you can change your community. And if you can change your community, then you can change your state. If you can change your state, then you can change your country. And if you can change your country, then you can change the whole world. All our little things can make a huge difference. And I want to say that many people point out to me and many other people who work for climate, who work for environmentalists, who work for our environment, our mother nature, that you are too young to get involved in such activism. But I tell them, I prove them that age doesn't matter to make a difference. I'm big or small, it doesn't matter. I'm a good child who strongly believes that every child can lead the change. We are unstoppable, another world is possible, and change is possible. Thank you.
Let's just take a moment to understand the vibrancy of the session from two guests who are under 15, and I'm pretty sure the average age of this stage or the panel right now is much lower than the average age of this audience that we have, and the amount of work that is getting done from this age group proves us that age is just a number. I would like to share just one thing as a concluding note to this session. When we started YFS, we first went into and sharing the space with you. We will cross paths very soon, and we will collectively act together with all the students present here and do something in the space of climate action. Please give a huge round of applause for the panel present here. I'd like to invite ma'am to move on with the proceedings of the session.
Thank you so much for being with us today. It was a very grateful to have all of you with us. Thank you so much.